When I was younger, I've had a lot of relationships where men used to tell me, you know, I wasn't all that and I was ugly and how without them I would never be nothing.
Y'all, last week Lil Kim stepped out at a public event, photos went viral, celebrities piled on with jokes about her face, and headlines used the word unrecognizable. But 21 years ago in 2005, Kim sat down with Angie Martinez on Hot 97 and told us everything we needed to know about why she looks the way she does today. Nobody listened then, and nobody wants to listen now. Because Kimberly Denise Jones, born July 11th, 1974 in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, did not have an easy start.
Chicks to be like, because a lot of chicks at that time was like, oh wow, well, Nicki popping right now. I gotta be at least trying to catch up to look like her somewhat. And the brown, a lot of brown skin chicks really. Like, I think brown skin chicks gotta work extra harder.
Her parents split when she was 9. She was raised primarily by her daddy in what she has called a tumultuous home. And by 14, Kim left, lived on the streets of Brooklyn, dropped out of high school. This is a child, 14 years old, and she has been open in interviews since about the colorism she absorbed growing up. Her own daddy was rough with her. She was called Monkey. Her darker features were treated as ugly. She was made to feel too dark before she could even read the room. Then, in 1994, at 19 years old, the notorious B.I.G. finds her on those same Brooklyn streets, signs her to Junior MAFIA.
Y'all want me to be ugly and insecure so bad, but then you would be out of work. Stupid bitch.
Well, I will say dark-skinned and brown-skinned women have to work extra harder in any field.
Yeah.
Just like how I feel being black, a black woman, I feel like, you know, if a white woman and me was going into the same job at Wall Street.
2 years after that, she drops Hardcore and becomes the biggest debut for a female rapper in history at that time. She is 22 years old, second best-selling female rapper in history by the total numbers, 45 million records, fashion icon, legend. She was 22 years old when she ended a pregnancy with Biggie. Telling the source she already knew the kind of relationship they had could not support a child. Biggie was already married to Faith Evans by then. 2 years after that, March 9th, 1997, Biggie is unalived in Los Angeles at 24 years old. Kim was 22, and she has said in every award speech, in every interview since, that his passing is the defining wound of her life. In 2019 at the BET Hip Hop Awards, accepting the I Am Hip Hop Lifetime Award, she said she had an angel following her. An angel that was Biggie. 22 years old when she lost the love of her life, 2005. Kim sat down with Angie Martinez on Hot 97, and this is where the whole face conversation should have ended 21 years ago.
I feel like I wouldn't get the job off the rip just because of me being black unless I was double and triple times smarter than her and double and triple times better than her. So yes, I do agree with that.
We the same people. I bleed just like y'all. Same people. I got feelings just like y'all. And that's the whole thing. Like, we still, at the end of the day.
Early 2000s, Kim gets her first rhinoplasty. Small procedure. She went in to fix it. Then, somewhere around 2003 to 2004, Kim gets into a relationship with an abusive ex-boyfriend. And per her own account to Angie, that man beat her so badly her nose broke, her face bruised, her body needed MRIs. She had blood clots in her back. She was left immobile. Every time she got a surgery to fix what he had broken, she went back to him and he broke it again. She hid the bruises with makeup. She told everybody her injuries were allergic reactions. That is where the surgeries came from, not vanity, survival. And Kim has also been open in a 2017 Ebro in the Morning interview that her relationship with Biggie himself had been what she called violent. This was after producer Jermaine Dupri went public that Biggie had pulled a gun on Kim during a recording studio argument over the Usher record Just Like Me. Kim confirmed it, but she has always framed it that the good times outweighed the bad, and she has never named who broke her nose. She has protected that boundary for 21 whole years, and that boundary deserves respect.
But of course it's me, so I don't feel like my complexion is the reason why I made it, but I also I try not to be blind or play dumb to what's really happening in the world.
Then Angie asked Kim the question that reframes the entire 20-year face conversation. Angie asked why Kim kept getting surgeries even after the medical necessity was over, even after her nose was fixed, even after she was safe. And Kim told her, in what has become the most quoted moment of her whole career, that she had been chasing perfection, that she had been a perfectionist at her core. 22 years old, when her whole world was taken from her. In her 20s, when a boyfriend beat her body into a series of surgical fixes. 30 years old, when she went to federal prison for a year and a day. On perjury charges, for lying to a grand jury to protect 2 Junior MAFIA associates from a 2001 shootout outside Hot 97. Becoming the first big-name female rapper to serve federal time. Kim came home from that sentence in 2006, and the industry had already moved on without her. And in the middle of all that grief and violence and abandonment, Kim decided, in her own words, on Hot 97, that what was wrong with her was that she was not perfect, because a whole industry had spent a decade telling her she wasn't.
You are one of the OG women rappers. I grew up listening to you. What do you make of Cardi B and Nicki Minaj?
You know, Cardi is my girl. I don't know the other one. Cardi is my girl, and so I'm so excited.
Because the man who discovered her at 19 preferred lighter-skinned women, and she was dark-skinned. Because when Nicki Minaj came up in 2010, the industry decided one Lil Kim was enough and told her to compete with a younger, lighter, thinner version of herself. The feud that started that year was the industry's fault before it was ever hers or Nicki's. Every camera in black media treated the fight as more valuable than either woman's actual music. Nicki dropped Roman's Revenge. Kim dropped Black Friday, and the industry that made room for one of them shrunk the other one. Every camera in that room from 1996 on has been asking this woman to be perfect, to be thinner, to be lighter, to be less than she was. Campe says this is a grown woman who has made her own choices about her own body and framing all of it as trauma removes her agency. Fair. Kim herself has said publicly she is confident in her choices. She posted a viral selfie video back in December of 2025 daring critics to talk about her look, and her loyal fan base went to bat for her in every comment section. In her 2021 memoir, The Queen Bee, she wrote openly about the childhood, the industry, the beauty pressures, the colorism, and the prison year. She has told this whole story in her own written words.
Like, I think brown skin rapper chicks, no disrespect, but I think since you came in the game, it kind of made it hard for them.
Really?
Yeah, I think brown skin chicks got to work a little harder. I think it's like you set a bar for like brown skin.
Nobody in the culture wanted to read it, but Camp B, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit says even if these were her choices, the culture that surrounded every single one of them made them not free. She was 22 when Biggie passed, in her 20s during the abuse, 30 at federal prison, 35 when the industry decided a new Lil Kim was needed. And through every one of those chapters, the internet was also calling her ugly and dark and old. Both of those things can be true here. She made her own choices, and she was making them under conditions no woman should be forced to survive. So tell me, sis, did the internet owe Lil Kim an apology on August 1st? A black woman survivor whose story we have had access to for 21 whole years and still refuse to hear? Or is Kim grown now, confident, exhausted with our commentary, and telling us with every viral selfie to move on and let her live? Drop your thoughts in the comments and tell me what you really think. Hit that like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, baddies.